Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, The Hedge Trader. This is Sandeep. As I said in my last video, I'll be coming up with a series of videos which will focus on the technical indicators and how we use that particular indicators as a strategy. So today I'm starting with that series. The first topic I've picked is the Heikinachi candles plus CPR plus swing trade, how these indicators can be useful in particular swing trade. Let's see what kind of output we get with these particular strategies. Having said that, the Heikinachi candles are is similar candles what we use is Japanese candle, which generally people don't use that much, but it is very good. It gives in a clear trend indication. I'll show it in the next couple of slides. The difference between the Heikinachi candles and the normal candles. See, if you look at the Heikinachi candles in a trending scenarios, if you see in the trending scenario, there will be a lot of greens and there will be no noise in that particular candles, like in between reds or something like that. Similarly, if you look at the downtrend, the trend looks, all the candles will be in red color. Here, if it is in the normal candles, generally what will happen in the uptrend, the same trend, the same time frame, the same graph, we have couple of red candles here, but here the green trend is continuing. Again, here the red candle is coming up, even though it's a green here. Similarly, if you look at this, downtrend, we have, one, two, three green candles, which gives a lot of confusion. Here also, if you look at the uptrend, there is complete green candles here, couple of red candles, which generally confuse the trader whether to stay in the market, or if there is a reversal in the market. So these kind of questions whereas in the normal candles, but in Fibonacci candles the trend follows in similar color. The candles will not change the color for the minor corrections. So this is one major advantage of Fibonacci candles. If you look at the formula, so which is hardly doesn't matter if somebody is looking into that. So if somebody wants to know what is the formula to calculate the Fibonacci candle, is similar to what we do it in the normal candles. The Fibonacci close candle is nothing but open, high, low, close by 4. Similarly, if you look at the open candle is equal to average of open and close, and if you look at the close candle, high candle is equal to the low equals to low and high equals to high. So it is similar. So the formula is nothing but it's average of all these prices prevailing of that particular candle. So if you look at into the deep setup, if you look at the patterns how it goes in the Fibonacci pattern, if you look at the this is the setup where you can see the wicks are very clear. It shows that the wick is very clear. It shows a lot of selling. There are no buyers. It's dominated by selling market. Similarly, this kind of setup we generally know it as a sell setup. So there are no particular green candles and the market is clearly in the downtrend. If you look at the uptrend, so similarly there will be no wick present at the bottom, which is the same reverse of your sell setup. So there will be no wicks at the bottom. So a lot of buying is there. So we can see this as a buying setup. So sometimes we see a doji candles here. So whenever there is a doji candle form, so there would be a certain limitation to the uptrend. Or similarly, if you see a couple of doji candles here, so it stops the downtrend and there is a possibility of reversal. It may not be uptrend, it can be a downtrend as well, but definitely there is a pause to the momentum. So when there is a doji candles, there is a definite pause to the previous momentum. It could be a reversal from there. Similarly, if you look at this, there is again trend reversal towards uptrend. So this is one of the major things you need to look into that. If you see is a doji setup, as I said that if whenever there is a doji setup, consider second or third candle. If it whatever it forms, if it is a uptrend, if it forms a green candle, so then again the uptrend continues. If it is a red candle, then it could be a downtrend. Similarly, if you see the third candle, after the doji candle, the third candle is again green. So when you enter into the second or third green candle after doji, then definitely you can take this entire uptrend, whatever the result. And the next, coming to our second indicator we are using today is central pivot. Heikin-Achi candle is one, plus we are using the CPR as the other indicator for our strategy. CPR, as most of us know, is a central pivot range. So is more or less, if you say in a layman terms, it is your support and resistance of particular price action. So if you look into that, whenever there is a wide CPR, there's a wide lines, then there is a range bound market, so there is no uptrend or downtrend, so the market is moving in the sideways. So when there is a narrow CPR, it shows that there is a definite uptrend. It could be a downtrend. In this scenario, it's an uptrend. Whenever there is a narrow CPR, we can say that the chances of moving the price higher or the chances of moving price lower. So similarly, so this is the center pivot is calculated by high low close of that particular candle by 3, and your in the bottom CPR is calculated by high plus low by 2, and your top CPR is calculated by pivot minus your bottom CPR plus pivot. So this is a this is also an average of all your weighted average of all your prices of that particular candle. So the strategy what we are talking today is Heikin-Achi plus central pivot plus swing, swing strategy. This is more like somebody wants to hold the stock for 2-3 days. They know the particularly the stock is doing good, and they wanted to enter this particular stock and hold for couple of days or maybe more as per their risk reward ratio. They can hold this, and this particular strategy will be very useful to know when to enter and when to exit. So for that, we need to follow particular conditions. Let's see what are the conditions we need to follow. So let's see the strategy and what are the conditions we need to follow. So trading setup condition, the step one is we need to select the Heikin-Achi candle pattern in your, charts that we are, in which ways we have discussed what is Heikin-Achi and what is the trade setup for that. And, in the studies, we need to find, central pivot range. We need to select the studies as central pivot range, and we need to select time frame as day, because we are holding this stock for more than 2-3 days. So the day trading means the day time frame would be ideally good for these kind of strategies. And step 4, this is very important condition. If the current CPR, whenever you wanted to enter particular trade, that CPR should be below the previous that CPR should be above the previous day CPR when you are in a buy setup. If you are in a sell setup, you wanted to short the market, then your current CPR should be below your previous day CPR. So if you look at the CPRs here, so if it is this is a proper buy setup. So because you wanted to enter here somewhere in this one in this day, so your current CPR is above the previous day CPR. So then this is a good buy setup to have this entire you can travel this entire momentum of uptrend. Similarly, downtrend, we need to look into that. This CPR should be below. If you wanted to have, we'll see it in the real time graphs. So this strategy, as I said, that it will be very useful. Somebody wants to hold the stock and have the wanted to ride the momentum of that particular stock in 3-4 days. That would be a wonderful strategy for this one. Let's see a couple of examples here. As I said, that your graph should be a day graph time frame, and your display should be your Heikin-Achi candles. I'm using Zerodha portal, so most of us be using this one, so it would be easy for you to look into that. So Heikin-Achi candle select, and the study should be our central pivot range. So no need to change nothing here. So go here. So these 3 lines will be appearing. So this is a central pivot range of that particular day. So if you look into that, if you wanted to know the first condition, what we discussed is that the previous day CPR should be above the current day CPR. So if somebody is entering this way, so this is, see, the previous day CPR is below the current day. So if you wanted to enter here, so there should be no wick. So this is the, you can definitely you can enter somewhere here if you wanted to plot that particular chart. So somebody wants to do this. This is first condition is that your current CPR is above the previous day CPR, and there is no long wick, so that there is a severe buying here. So somewhere you can enter it somewhere here this range, and you can put your stop loss as this low of CPR, and you can take this entire, you can write the entire uptrend. So again, it all depends on how much risk reward ratio is there, or you can see the next immediate red candle. So whenever you see the next immediate red candle, you can exit that trade at that particular candle. So if you are entering somewhere around say 1227, and HDFC Bank, I'm in the graph, if somewhere around 1257, now you'll be again you have 100 points. So that is a wonderful return for a maybe in 4 5 day trade, 4 to 5 trading days. So this way you can plot the graph. So again, if you look at you need to check it out. So again, see here, if you're looking at the sell setup, so what happened, the similar way of of your buy setup. So if you are here, the reverse is that your current CPR should be below the previous day CPR. In buy setup, it should be above the previous day CPR. Now your this CPR when you are selling it should be below the previous day CPR. Now you can enter somewhere here. So if you can plot this one, so you can enter. So there is no wick, no wick. There is a doji candle here. So immediately a second candle or third candle doji, you can enter somewhere here. So you can entry point. This should be our stop loss, and you can see the entire downtrend. So this way you can have definitely have, as per your risk reward ratio, you can exit, or whenever there is a doji candle. So as I said that whenever there is a doji candle, there is a possibility of trend reversal. So you can definitely exit somewhere here. Or if you are looking at 1:2 or 1:3 risk reward ratio, you can end up anywhere. Or what you need to do is that as a day trading, as your time frame is day, so simply you can come here every day at the end of day, after you taking the position, come day every day, you look into that the closing candle of that particular day, and when you feel when you see that there is a doji candle or some green candle, you can definitely exit that particular trade. So as simple as that. You need not watch the screen continuously for all the time. When you are trading or 6 or 7 hours, you need not watch the screen. You look into these particular setups. Again, if you look into that any these kind of setups where you see your previous day, or your wanted to buy or sell, similarly, see here, if you can see, this is your entry point. So when you enter this somewhere here, you just enter here, and you can just leave, come every day, end of the day, and see what is the candle formation. You see green, you need not worry, you need not take the position closed. So you can continue your position until you see a doji candle, a green or red doji candle you see. Then you see there is no wick at all these days. So whenever you see a wick, there is a selling pressure is coming up here. So when you see a red candle, again this could be a trend reversal. So, or if you see a white CPR also, this can also be an indicator. White CPR generally, what I told is the white. Whenever you see a wide lines of CPR, then there is a possibility of market going flat or sideways. So again, you need to find out good thing. So let's see another chart. See if you look in the SBI. See similarly, the trade setup for sell is excellent here. So if you look at the previous day CPR is the current day CPR is below the previous day CPR, which is a first condition for your sell setup. Then after doji candle, take couple of candles out and enter into the third candle. Somewhere you enter here, somewhere you enter here, and you can take all this downtrend. So this is all downtrend till you can continue, or till you continue the formation of your doji candle. So you can continue till here. So till here you can continue again. You can take the entire ride of your downtrend. So as per your risk reward ratio, or every day simply you come at the end of the session of particular day, either 315 or 320, whatever is that, you see whatever the formation of that particular candle, as per formation, you can just take a decision and whether you stay in the position or not. Similarly, if you look at this one, uh, again it's very clearly as proper buy setup is here. So the CPR, the previous day CPR is below the current day CPR, and there is a formation of little doji candle. Leave couple of candles, enter somewhere here, and you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 candles in almost 12 days. It was like only uptrend only. But again you see a doji candle here and a red candle formation. That particular end of the day you can exit the trade. So in this way you can definitely earn a proper way of finding the entry and exit points using this particular strategy. I The Heikenhachi candles give you the right setup of your uptrends or downtrends, because there is no noise or lot of changes in the particular candle with the small movements. The price changes, they generally, in what we've seen as standard candles, in normal candles there will be a lot of reds coming up in the uptrend as well. So if you look into that, if you see normal candle, the same tray, you see a lot of reds. In the same uptrend, you see how many red candles are there in the same uptrend. So there's all red candles are there. So that is the major advantage of Heikenhachi candles, along with the CPR, with the simple support and resistance. You can definitely do a swing trade if you are not a intraday trader. So you don't want to do it intraday. You wanted to buy a stock and keep it for a week or 3-4 days, or as per depending upon the graph. So definitely this strategy would give you a very good returns. And trust me, this can be your go-to strategy for swing trading. If you wanted to hold the position for long, you can definitely take this strategy into your notes, and you can implement. You just try to practice it, back test with the same strategy what I have told. This will definitely give you a good results. Having said that, hope you enjoyed this particular strategy, and I'll be coming up with more. I'll be discussing the same Heikenhachi strategies with intraday, how the intraday setup will be with the moving averages and many more. So this series will continue. This is the first episode. We'll have more episodes to come. Uh, let's see you in my next video. Till then, thank you. Thank you, friends, for watching my video. Please share my video, subscribe to my channel to get more updates. See you soon in my next video. Thank you.